Alright, this is my painter video. It's my first time doing a video for YouTube, so let me know if it's good. And any feedback or whatever. But here's my list today. I wanted to give Trinisphere another try. That's probably the most unusual thing about this list. 3 Fury, 1 Twin Shot, and 1 Soul Guide main. 5 Blasts. I went down to 5. I don't know. Pyroblast, when it's good, it's good, but I don't like to rely on it. I did that to make room for the artifact mana and Trinisphere and keep the deck count at 60. I've got 3 Maguses, Surgical, and I'm doing Thorn of Amethyst for the anti-combo stuff. I already played 2 matches and I won them both, so 2-0. Maybe I'll go back and look at those afterwards, but for now, let's just try to play some matches and see how it goes. All right, won the die roll against this guy who I don't know, Yorion. Oh, I'll keep this. I've got the Power Blast to go with the Painter in case it's not blue deck, in case it's like Death and Taxes. And if it is, then I also have Lightning Bolt, that's fine. And if it's just blue control deck, I think turn 2 Saga would be my next play. Yeah. Well, Normal Hierarch, so it's like a Green Sun Zenith thing, probably. That makes me wish I played the Great Furnace. That is a little unfortunate, but I can run out the Painter. As long as it doesn't force this, it's fine. And honestly, if he forces this, yeah, no, I would definitely like to. Okay, bad start. Bad start. But it's not that bad. Teferi, okay. It's gonna bounce Saga probably. Yep. Alright, not great. Not great. Oh, okay. Well, here is the artifact. I'll run that out because now Mox Opal taps for mana and play that again. And which one do I bolt? I don't know. I don't think I care about Teferi, so I think I'll just bolt this for now. Hopefully I can kill Teferi with creatures. So playing the Great Furnace turn 1, I mean, you play into Wasteland stuff. Yeah, here's a Great Furnace. Power Blast, kind of bad at sorcery speed. I could draw a card, Soul Guide Lantern. I think I'll just say go. Hopefully I can kill Teferi with a Saga token. Seems unlikely, but let's see what's going on here. Oh, end of turn, Green Sun. That's bad for me. So he tapped the Great Furnace here because X is 2, so he could definitely get Collector Oof. Collector Oof. I'm going to draw a card for that reason. Oh, I was supposed to tap my Mox Opal for mana. Shit. Yep. Yep. Okay. Losing this game. Yeah, I forgot to really think about. I mean, there's not too much I could have done. I could have made a construct, but not too much else I could have done with this Pyroblast, anyways. Oh, wow, and I can't even get a single. And now I'm just drawing land. This is so bad. Yeah, I think I'm just going to scoop this one up here. This is so bad. Yeah, the main deck, oof, that gets you. I have a lot of answers to it, but I'm missing those constructs, I think. I mean, he's only got 3 cards in his hand. I'll play the Ancient Tomb. I mean, there's so many things I could draw that aren't lands. I could draw Fury or the Fable. So all good draws. And opponent, you know, for his part, is not actually doing much. I mean, I'm gonna play the land. I don't know. Fury's not even that good. Fable is the best draw for sure. I mean, my opponent literally does nothing. I don't want to play into Endurance either. That's why I didn't attack there. I just don't think that 2 damage is gonna matter a lot. Okay. It's nice that I drew some bad cards there. To feel like I'm getting the full value out of this. I mean, I just need to draw Power Blast, and then the race is over. Technically, with the Power Blast and the Saga tokens, that's enough to win the game. Let's see. Would you bring in Magus versus this deck? You might. 4 colors. I mean, obviously they have some basics as well, but I think I'd try Magus. Ephemerate. Oh, it's this kind of deck. I mean, whatever. Ephemerate. Ephemerate means they would have Eternal Witness probably. So you could bring in Second Soul Guide or something. Oops. Should I put this up here? Working on a EDH deck. There we go. Well, I'm dead next turn anyways. Painter's Servant. Nope, not good enough. Kind of close. I think if I had played that well, I could have won. But yeah, let's bring in Magus and maybe the Soul Guide. Trinisphere. And I think just the fast mana. I don't want to cut anything else. Yeah, that's fine. I cut Lotus Petal fairly often. You could cut. We didn't see a single welder, so they might simply not bring in the Graveyard Hate. Like, we can't cut the direct damage. So, it's not a lot that you can cut. So I think cutting the Lotus Petals and the Opal is fine. Alright, not a problem. Pretty good hand. I'll keep this one. I need to draw a land, but I don't mind cycling the Soul Guide Lantern on turn 2 if we don't draw anything good. Maybe we'll draw Ancient Tomb. I think I'll jam Magus. Interesting to see what he fetches here. So play Saga. I'll pass the turn. No, I'll play Grindstone. Yeah, I think I can play Grindstone here. Now I can't really Red Blast, but I don't think there's a 2-drop I would have Red Blasted anyways. That is for Teferi. Or, yeah, I guess this deck doesn't play Narset or Jace, so just Teferi. They got the basic Forest. Green some for 1. Noble Hierarch. Well, okay, it's bad. Alright, that's good. So play that. Certainly not playing Magus. I could play Fable, or I could Twin Shot. Are basically my two options, and I think it's going to be Fable. I really hope they don't force this. Spellseeker. Oh, this is falling apart. Night of Autumn. It's gonna kill a Saga. Rough. Okay. Mountain is probably the best draw I could have had. And he missed his land drop as well. That makes me want to do things. But I'm going to Fable first. Okay, so actually, that's fine. The Night of Autumn was not that bad. Turns out that Urza Saga was going to die anyways, and it wasn't going to fetch anything good. Hopefully, a Soul Herder. Okay, well, that's rough. That is definitely rough. Hopefully, it kills the Saga, not the Great Furnace. Yes. Okay. That's good. Untap. Yes. Doing this. Discard. Guess I don't want to discard Painter here. Just Maggots. Okay, that was a really good draw, actually. I think if I attack, he won't block. Then I can Twin Shot and Red Blast. That sounds good. I could also just Painter and win the game. Oh, that's tempting. But if they have anything, it's so rough. I mean, if they have anything, kind of lose anyways to this combo. They have a lot of creatures. I don't know how many swords they play. I guess swords is the only thing I'm really worried about. I wish I had one more mana for this Red Blast. Then I would go for it for sure. The thing about Twin Shot is I can just try Painter again next turn. I don't really lose too much. And he has to deal with Twin Shot. So I'm gonna start there. What do I target, actually? I was gonna kill the Knight of Autumn and use the Red Blast to kill the Soul Herder. But if I kill the Soul Herder, then I don't really care about the Knight of Autumn, so I think that's fine. Oh no. Or did I really fuck that up? Well, the good news is the Painter line would have worked. I thought we were doing well. That is rough. Okay. Well, yeah, the good news is maybe that's the best, because then I can just win with Painter next turn. Exiling the Twin Shot. Can't stop that. And then you get bigger, and then you get sacked. And then I deal 2 to you. I can still Red Blast the Soul Herder. And this triggers at the beginning of your end step, so I'm gonna stop there. I think, I mean, I guess I'll just do it right now. If he has Ephemerate or something, I'll do it in his upkeep. I also would have done it if he fetched end of turn, responsive fetch. Alright, they got 2 cards in their hand. I've got the combo kill. Basically got enough mana to use it. Oh, I got a top deck land, or this guy has to be in play still. Seems likely that this guy will just be in play. All right, they're putting Yorion in hand, and I play land, so they got one mystery card. And I'm actually kind of winning on board anyways, so just put that, attack with this, and I'm just going to go for the combo. Don't pick white, or blue, or red. No, don't pick green. Don't pick black. I don't want to pick white in case the last card is Solitude. I guess the other card in his hand is Yorion, so that wouldn't have mattered. Okay, could have picked white. I didn't want to pick red because he might have Hydroblast. And, I don't know. Can't pick green because he could have Endurance. Oh, it's got something. And could be Endurance. Gotta fetch now. Endurance isn't that bad. He can Yorion the Knight. Damn. Really should have twin shotted that Knight. I guess I didn't play around Solitude, but if I had twin shotted that Knight, this would be no problem. But now if he plays Endurance, I guess he can't Endurance and Yorion. Okay, we're fine. I think it should be fine. I think I can beat Endurance. Yeah, I know I can. Because he's got to cast it on his turn. And I guess I can take a little screenshot of this deck here. Future reference. Alright, these all go back. He's got a Yorion in hand. And I can just grindstone him again. So he has to draw exactly. I mean, I know his deck actually, so it has to be solid. Oh, he does have swords, so he could draw Solitude or swords, or he also has Prismatic Ending or Ephemerate. Actually, a lot of draws, a lot of draws. Guess I dodged it. All right, I didn't think about bringing in the Pyrokinesis, but probably should. There's an Uro in the deck. Uro is the only graveyard thing. Orm's Chant. My goodness. So I could trim, I think I could afford to trim a Soul Guide. Oh, there is an Eternal Witness as well. Oh, there's 2 Eternal Witnesses. And I can show you what I'm looking at. I mean, there are a lot of creatures. There's ephemerate stuff. I could bring in the Pyrokinesis. I don't want to bring in the Fiery Confluence. No, I think I kind of like it the way it is. I mean, what would I cut for a Pyrokinesis? Is the thing. They didn't bring in any graveyard hate. Well, they play their own Fables. This guy has everything. I don't want to cut any of the burn. I could cut Breya's Apprentice, but or a Simian Spirit Guide. What did I do? Huh. It's gone. And I can't control Z. I actually kind of wanted that. Oh, I can still my clipboard. Okay. Alright, well, then I want to bring it in. I'll just run 61 cards. You can run 61 cards if you want to. Oh, I can bring out the Magus. Magus was a bad idea. Okay, that's fine. Magus was a bad idea because He's got Noble Hierarch, and he fetched the basic forest, and he also saw. Well, then I kind of want to bring in a Confluence and a Lotus Petal. One Lotus Petal, in case I need to fetch it off Saga. Seems fine. Yeah, seems fine. Okay. The Fiery Confluence could be good. Just 6 damage. If I win the game with just 6 damage at his face, I'll be very happy. Oh, tempting. But nah, gotta mulligan this. Alright, this is a hand. You keep this. I don't need the extra mana. Yeah, I think I'm happy to play turn 1 Welder, or I'll bolt the Noble Hierarch if that's what it comes to. And it looks like it is. Okay, Painter Servant. It's a fun draw. Oh, Force of Will. I could have pitch cast a Fury. What does Force of Will mean? Okay, it means he really wants this turn 2 Fable. Do I want to Fury these guys? Not really. I don't know if I want a Painter. Let's play Goblin Welder. This is bad. Fable is a very good card. I wish I had a Fable with the Mirror Breaker. Or there's a Saga or something going on here. I mean, if he doesn't tap out for a big blue spell right now, then they discard Force? No, they just discarded Endurance. Maybe I should have killed these guys. This is a lot of mana. I really want to hardcast this Fury though. If I draw an Ancient Tomb or a City of Traders, then everything will be okay. Ah, okay. Was not prepared for the Acidic Slime. Huh. I bet if I played my Great Furnace, he would have targeted the Great Furnace, which actually would have been good for me. Now do I Fury? Guess so. Oh, I could wait 1 turn. If this was 5 damage. The problem is, like, I have to leave one of these alive. And I guess it would be the Noble Hierarch. Or I could play Painter's Servant and Pyroblast something. But then I'm so far away from hardcasting this Fury, then what's the point? I mean, I guess, do I want to kill his Fable? And his deck has so many ETB creatures that I feel like I have to. I could just do nothing. I mean, I play the Painter, but I could kill nothing and wait till next turn and reevaluate. I think that's what I have to do. He's only got 1 card. I guess, yeah, he could put the Yorion in his hand. Okay. Huh. This is bad. I should have won game 1. That would have been a better plan. Then I wouldn't have to be doing this. Uro. Hey, Uro's bad. But Maybe have some time to deal with that. Okay. Orb's Chant. Target player can't cast spells this turn. Huh. Guess I will counter that. And then cast Fury. 2 there. And I guess I'll kill both of these. I should probably kill the acidic slime while I can. He's got a bunch of mana. This puts 2 more cards in the graveyard, so then he can cast Uro. But that'll happen no matter what. Oh. I am not winning this game. Fun deck to lose to, though. Man, I guess he doesn't have any cards in his hand, but I'm very far behind on board here. He's got no cards in his hand, so I mean, if I just draw Grindstone, I win next turn. That's too much mana. Presumably he's putting Yorion in his hand. But I don't know what that costs 4 mana. Oh no, he's casting Uro. Sorry. Forgot about that. Okay. Deciding what to exile. Alright, you've got Yorion. I guess land was the best thing I could have drawn. Would have rather have City of Traders, but okay, here we go. Next turn, draw Guidance Stone, win the game. That's my plan. I guess that's okay. Could block here, but I think I can take 6 from Uro. I mean, what is Welder doing? But Welder can block Uro next turn. This is pretty free, I hope. I don't know. March Otherworldly Light. Oh, and then, alright. Oh, there's my painter. And I can discard it. One shot is almost good. They're 25. Kill. I don't know, that thing. Swap in Twin Shot. Kill that one. That's fun. I think, yeah, I'm just dead here. Oh, my goodness. Now I got no artifacts. Alright, whatever. Alright. Good job. Let's try to get a 4-1. Alright, round what? 4? Oh, won the die roll again. Oh yeah. See, this hand is a lot of fun. Look at this. Never seen 7 better cards. My opponent is named My Cards Speak to Me. How interesting. Alright, let's start playing cards. There's a grindstone. My opponent said hello and good luck. So probably they're a filthy combo player. I don't know where to put my talking face. There, maybe there. You can see the first line. Wasteland. Foil Wasteland from Tempest. Okay. It's fine. Oh yeah. Goblin Welder. That's good. What deck plays Wasteland? It could be Delver. Goblins. I don't think Delver player would say hello, good luck. Oh, I guess I'm wrong. Alright, my opponent is on the all foil original art, original printing deck. Pretty cool. I think this is a pretty good hand though for Delver. And here I think I'm gonna play Trinisphere. Obviously I can't play around days. I think playing Painter Servant would be a big mistake. So one of these two things. And honestly, I think I'd rather the Trinisphere get countered. So just start with that one. No, it didn't get countered. Wow. Well, that's why you do it. I think now I get a free play, and I think it's going to be the Fable. Unless I drew a soul land, obviously. Yeah, I think it's got to be Fable. That'll give me the mana that I can play. Yeah, next turn I can play Painter Servant and activate Grindstone. So if he taps out for something, then that's what I'm going to do. And if he doesn't tap out for something, then still, I mean, I'm going to play Painter. Depends on what I draw, but that's my plan. And then if they like end of turn, well, then they can't end of turn lightning bolt it. So this is just a really good spot. Good job, Trinisphere. And City Traders is nice. You know, I'll be taking a lot of damage off Ancient Tomb, which is never exactly where you want to be against Delver. And I think in his position, he's going to have to play something and just hope I don't have it. Okay. Bolting the token. Yeah. So now I need to draw a land to win the game. Huh. Does look pretty cool. Oh, but I do get a lot of looks at a land. Alright, play this, cast this. Yep, I got it. Just discard one of these. My opponent's gonna go, what? Oh, I don't got it. Because, shit, I have to pay 3 mana for this Painter Servant. God damn it. In that case, I mean, I'm still gonna play it. I might not discard the second one, but it still might be okay. I could wait for the Fable to flip and then have 2 Painter Servants is the only consideration. That seems bad. Because that's 2 turns, and he could easily kill the Fable thing, so play it now. And then do I play land is the question. And I guess not. Okay, well, I mapped that out a little poorly. I think discarding the second painter is kind of okay. Maybe not. If he just bolts this one, then I guess I wish I had a second one. But they've got 3 cards in hand. They only have 4 bolts in the deck. Like, you could have Brazen Borrower, but his hand is just as likely to have a bunch of Ponders and Brainstorms and a Murktide or something. So I think we're in a good spot here. I chose red because I don't want to turn on his Force of Wills, and I don't need to. So that's fine. I would play land here, except I want to Grindstone during his upkeep, so. Or maybe I don't, actually. Okay, no, I don't Grindstone, because I've got Trinisphere, so he can't, if he plays a spell, he loses, basically. So I can wait until I lose, or until I lose Summoning Sickness. Yeah, this is a guaranteed win, I think, if I just wait 1 turn. And then I have to do it. I don't actually, because I have Simian Spirit Guide. So I could do it on his upkeep. I'll just do it right now. No. Doing it now doesn't really do anything. So let's me keep the Simian Spirit Guide. I think I win no matter what. I'll just do it on his upkeep. Fetch. I mean, I guess now we've got no lands to fetch. Ha ha ha. Alright. Standard blue-red Delver deck, I assume. I guess you can check and see, like, how many Brazen Borrowers. Oh, back to Chain Lightning. I thought this was out now. And they have the other red spell that only hits creatures and planeswalkers. How many baubles? Two baubles? Is that right? And no Brazen Borrowers. That's the important thing. Basic Sanctuary. Oh, 1 Brazen Borrower. Okay, that seems normal. Alright, versus Delver. Bring in Soul Guide. And Unlicensed Hearse. I don't like to bring in Pyrokinesis. I'm kind of pre-boarded versus Delver. Just lose the Trinisphere and Mox Opal. I think that's right. I'm not very well disciplined on sideboard maps and stuff like that. I'm thinking about cutting a Lotus Petal for Surgical. I don't know, long game, Surgical their Murktides, or you Surgical their DRCs, and you just don't have to worry about it anymore. But no. I think the Lotus Petals are good for playing around days, stuff like that. Well, can't keep a hand with no red source. See, this hand has some red sources, so you can keep this hand. This would be a good 7-card hand. I guess I'm going to Determine Fable. Painter Servant or Bolt. Or one of these bonus red sources. I'm going to Determine Fable. So if I keep both of these, I can play around days. Or I can keep the Painter's Servant. I don't like playing around days. And he mulliganed the 6. Just put the bolt on the bottom and ignore the creatures. Okay. I'm gonna do that. This hand's pretty turbocharged. If he plays a turn 1 DRC, I'm just gonna ignore it. Oh, turn 1 tap Sanctuary. Ooh. And now, if he dazes, he's gonna have to pick up this, which is probably not what he wants to do. Unless this was all force. Force is fine. He's down to 3 cards. 3 cards in their hand. And you know this is their only land. So if we can get a Ponder Shuffle, and it might not be a strong hand. They might have kept it on the Strength and Meltdown or something. Bother. Let's see what I draw. Great Furnace. So we have the Simian Spirit Guide. So if we play the Saga, we can get 1 construct out of it. But I think and the thing about playing the Saga now is you get the Grindstone faster. Actually, that might have been the right play. I already clicked the mountain, but Delver, don't really care. Now does Delver play? I'll play that. I wonder if Delver plays Hydroblast. Because against Delver, you don't want to actually pick blue with Painter Servant because you're not turning on your red blasts because your red blasts are already on. Anything you care about red blasting is already blue. So I would pick red so I can pitch cast Fury off of a land. But I don't want to pick red if they're likely to have Hydroblast, which I think they do. So I'm just gonna pick white or something. I suppose I could look that up real fast, but pitching the Volk. Just gonna bolt it, and it's gonna bolt it. Okay. And I guess picking blue would have at least, looks like they can play 1 Hydroblast. They also have 2 Pyroblasts in the sideboard. I don't know if they'd be crazy enough to bring those in versus me. Oh, the guy said hello and good luck, so he could do anything. Price of Progress? Would you bring in Price of Progress versus Painter? You might. But he didn't play any Pyroblast main, so. Third Ponder. You never shuffle. Nope. No shuffles. 2 cards left in their hand. Ah. was about to talk about how Saga's popping off here. And now, all of a sudden, we find ourselves really far behind, I should say, because they've got a lot of top decks. You know, yeah, they've only got one card in their hand now, but like one EI, and then you're back in it. Maybe that one card is a Murktide. Right out the Simian Spirit Guide so we can at least keep up the idea of a race. Do I play a Great Furnace? I guess I do to help play around Days. I'm not going to play the other one. They could melt down. But if I draw a Fable, then I'm going to want to play it to help play around Days. Goblin Welder is really good. So we're going to play it. Presumably, they'll have something for it. They got 3 cards in their hand, and we know they're not creatures. So, like, what's the best case scenario? They're 3 Force of Wills, I guess. So, Days. 3 copies of Days. I guess I'd get got by 3 copies of Days. But it's got to have something. Not a counterspell. Not a lightning bolt. Okie dokie. Unless it's 2 lightning bolts. Brainstorm. And a Trinisphere. I should have kept that in, maybe, huh? I mean, I don't really want to keep it in, but it'd be good now. Maybe it's not terrible. Maybe I should bring it in for game 3. Caught a Lotus Petal. Yeah, Trinisphere is always better on the play. I mean, we could draw a lot of things. Grindstone. Grindstone is a win the game as long as my opponent has absolutely nothing. I hope they have Chain Lightning, actually, because I'm ready for Chain Lightning. Taking his time. These are all fine. And the 1 card in their hand. This game's definitely winnable. Although I guess I'm losing next turn, so I should probably try to draw something now. Can even draw Fury. Soul God Lantern, Grindstone. Too late for Fable. So we get back a Painter. Nothing. One more card. Can't draw extra cards. Just get lagged out. Alright. What did I say? Trinisphere? Okay. We'll do it. Give it a try. Could be fun. Alright. Game 3. Good start. I like it. A little vulnerable to Wasteland, but happy with it on the play. keeping 7. See if we can get a Force of Will. Cannot. Oh, Lightning Bolt, be fine. I don't care. Oh, even better. So I'll play the Engineer. And if it resolves, I'll just twin shot this. Oh, more land. That lets me play around days. Yeah, I think I'll play that over the Saga. And play the Engineer to play around days. See if he wants to force a little this. If they force a will this, then I guess I'm just going to go for the combo. I mean, I'll play Grindstone this turn as well. Even if they daze it, then I can weld it back. So not a huge deal. I like the Engineer first. This is how Painter puts on a lot of pressure, multiple angles. Yeah, okay. They see that it's a little bit too strong with the welder. So I guess they would have force willed anything I played that turn. And this is fine. Probably can turn on Delirium. Pitch to Delver. Ooh, keeping it. Probably a Bolt. Some kind of damage spell on top. I can't imagine what else they'd keep. Or Meltdown. No, Meltdown would be bad for me. I like jamming Grindstone because I almost win next turn. Oh, thinking about Grindstone. Hopefully they force it. Forcing Grindstone would be very good for me. They might have brought in Surgical Extraction, but I think if they brought in Surgical Extraction, they would have let Goblin Engineer resolve. At least they had it in their hand, so can't be Surgical. Nope, just playing slow. I'm not going to offer the trade with my welder. I think sometimes you can, but I can see welder being good here. Wasteland, probably the Ancient Tomb. If it doesn't also have Bolt, that's fine. Yeah, since Bolt. Well, that's what welder's job is for. Welder takes a bolt so that Painter Servant gets through, I suppose. Still no Delirium. That's good for me. Well, I have to play Saga. And if I'm going to play Saga, then I'm just going to play Painter. I have another bolt. That's fine. I think you just have to jam in this situation. They might have Daze, they might have Bolt. There it is. Daze was much less of a problem when I had Welder in play, but it's okay. My plan is to, jeez, it's okay. My plan is still just top deck City of Traders and win with these Fables. Oh, oh. As non-lands go, that's probably the best one. Still would prefer an Ancient Tomb, though, to be perfectly honest. Meltdown for 0. That's not that bad. This Grindstone is doing absolutely nothing. I guess it turns on Delirium. That's a reasonable map. I'm gonna swap the Grindstone for the Furnace, so. I mean, I guess I'll just do it now. Still need to draw something. They really like their own cards. Maybe a reason to wait would be in case of another Meltdown or Wasteland. I don't know what I was playing around. Again, surgical extraction, maybe. All right, land as a start, and then I'm going to play the spell I have. Could get Trinisphere. I need this to resolve. Another days would be really rough. With only 2 cards in their hands, if they don't have another land, lock them out with Trinisphere. And I have the combo, so. But I have to give up a land. Trinisphere. God, these 2 Fables in my hand are the worst. Those were just something else. Force. Well, not great, but at least they've got no cards in their hand. So let's see what they can come up with off the top. They know what it is because they pondered. All right, so now we flop the Great Furnace for Grindstone because if I draw Ancient Tomb, I win. Oh, that was their main phase. It's not Ancient Tomb, it's Great Furnace. So play Great Furnace. Tap Great Furnace. Swap the Great Furnace for. Oh, wait. No. Swap the Great Furnace for the Great Furnace. Really sucks that I have to tap my welder, but I think I want to play this. Okay. Let's see what they got. Meltdown's bad. Bolt is bad. Hopefully it's just creatures. They can play Murktide now. It's probably okay. I think I've got to win next turn anyways. Down to 4. 4 is a really good number. Much better than 3. Worse than 20. Alright, that's kind of a bolt. Yep. Welder makes sense. Yep. Discard 2 cards. Yes. I think I have to discard both. Okay. I mean, in the game next turn, they have absolutely nothing. Lose the bolt. Lose to Meltdown. And it's probably bolt. Yeah. Okay. Well, if they don't have bolt, I think they're dead. Yes. Well, that's fine. Don't care about that at all. Can I get this Fury involved somehow? Don't see how. Play the Grindstone, activate it. I'm not gonna have enough mana for Fury no matter what I do. Trying to think if there's anything I can do besides just jam, and I don't think there is. And I guess I would swap out Grindstone. God, I wish I had one more turn. I mean, I could play around like a Brazen Borrower by even that though. They could just I was gonna say hardcast the Fury, but don't think I've gotta go for it. And if I'm gonna go for it, it just simply doesn't matter when I do. So let's do it right now. Alright. Tap the Great Furnace, swap it for Painter. Pick something innocuous like white. 2-3. Get the right grindstone. I mean, they don't have bolt, so it's got to be Brazen Borrower, I guess. Hey, nice. Got one versus Delver. All right. Going to round 5. Here we go. Pole Punt. And last time I played them, they were on Sneak and Show. This is a great mix of spells versus Sneak and Show. And keep this. This card. It's like a Fable. Yeah. Okay. Nope. This is not Sneak and Show. Well, useless to talk about what's in my hand. Because if any of it matters, they'll just take it with grief. I guess they take the Trinisphere. Yeah. And there's not really anything I can draw. Depends if they go off this turn, I suppose. Well, I could draw a Blast, actually. Blast would be pretty good. Okay. Oh, there we go. So now, I guess I have to play Painter. And it's a bit of a telegraph that I'm holding a Blast. But it's still worth it. Alright, yeah, you can Entomb. I wasn't going to counter the Entomb. See if this is good enough. So I just need to draw my copy of Soul Guide Lantern before they can get back in it. Oh, giving me time. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I think that's right. Yeah, I should have I shouldn't have mana problems in this game. Or maybe that's wrong because maybe I discard the city or discard the mountain. Yeah, discard the mountain. I think that's the play. Alright, counter target blue spell. But they could easily have another one. Oh, I'm so good at this game. They could easily have another 2-mana Reanimates, though. Let's see if they do. They do. Stop it. Stop it. Come on, Soul God Lantern. Oh, that is Soul God. Oh, but it's not Soul God Lantern. It's one turn away from Soul God Lantern. And I can't really get Grindstone. Alright, let's think about this. Next turn, yeah, I think it's got to be Soul Guide. Because I think I'll win this game if they give me a turn no matter what. And I don't have the mana to Grindstone them. Maybe I do. Yeah, let's think about this one sec. So next turn, I untap, I can attack with this stupid goblin. So I have 4 mana. And 4 is exactly enough. But I don't have, no, because I don't have another artifact to sack. So I can't sack the painter. Well, we got game 1 versus Reanimator. That's cool. That's super cool. And now we get to bring in the Thorn. In fact, I even bring in, maybe I don't bring in Pithneal, I forget. There's only so many things you can take out. Because I do want to keep the fast mana in. And I do want to keep in the red blasts. So, yeah, I could cut Brea's for Pithing Needle. Oh, no, because I didn't want to trim this Power Blast. So I cut Brea's here. Okay, like that. Pithing Needle would beat the name Grizzlebrand. It's not terrible, but not ideal. Okay. I will mulligan this one. And I'm gonna mulligan this one. I suppose I will keep this one. Hard to imagine winning this game. If I have one piece of fast mana, I could keep Trinisphere and hope to top deck the other, but I don't know. Thorn is also like really bad. Trinisphere could lock them out. I guess is Fable doing anything? I think Thorn is not gonna win me the game. Guess I shouldn't F6. I gotta keep the bluff alive. Could have played Thorn this turn. Oh, let's there go. Wow. 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 What do they have? I don't know, but I'm jamming this Trinisphere pretty hard. Oh, wait, turn off audience. Okay, so they're going to exhume, they're going to entomb in response. Oh, no, they're not. Okay. So now they have to top deck 2 lands before I win. Can they do it? Oh, they get to go to cleanup. Oh, they discard Unmask. That is crazy. With Fable. And so I don't think I'm gonna get up to 6 mana. No, I'll hang on to these lands. Trinisphere is a bit of a nombo with Surgical. but as long as my opponent is doing nothing, it doesn't matter too much, so that's fine. So now I can discard these two. And now I can play Goblin Engineer. And now I can play Ancient Tomb and keep up Surgical. But it doesn't matter. I mean, they're playing to Serenity, I think. I'm trying to think about how they win the game without Serenity, and I'm not coming up with anything. So I think I am going to try to combo kill them over 2 turns. Take Grindstone now. And I guess, yeah, there's no point to keeping up Surgical this turn. Pretty sure. There's nothing they can do to get the 3 mana. So next turn, it could be worth keeping up Surgical, maybe. Of course, this is when they could have Serenity. But there's nothing I can do to keep them off Serenity. So, but I think I win through Serenity, so that's fine. So I'll play the Engineer. This one gets the Painter. It's fine. And then play Mountain, actually. So now I have 3 mana if I really need it, but I won't, because I can only play 1 spell. Wow, can't believe I won this game. That was a really bad roll to 5. My opponent kept a hand that does absolutely nothing, I guess. I mean, it must be Serenity. I don't know why you would keep any other hand, but or a show and tell hand that didn't pan out. I don't know. But now I get back the Grindstone by sacking Treasure. Oh wow. Okay. I can't stop that. Okay, I can copy an Engineer to get another Grindstone, but I can't win this turn. Can I? No, I need 1 more mana. Wait, can I? I can copy an Engineer. It costs 1 mana. I have to sack. I have to activate Engineer twice, which costs 2 more mana. It's 3. And then I have to activate Grindstone. That's another 3. It's just 6, which I guess I have. Right? I don't know. Let's try. But I'd have to. No, I can sack the Furnace. Oh, I don't have enough red mana. Do I? No, that's not the problem. Alright. Take these. Get the treasure token. Okay. Grab the grindstone. See if he's got another fairy mecha. He might. Yeah, he does. Okay. This time I can respond. Now I kind of wish I held back this guy, huh? It's at 12. Do I want to turn? I guess I want to turn my treasure. Okay. Get back the grindstone. Paying, red, sacking, treasure. I'm 1 mana off surgical. But I win next turn. He can only cast 1 spell, so it should be okay. We'll just do the same thing next turn. Okay. There we go. 4-1 beat Reanimator 2-0, which is kind of cool. Yeah, not bad. Lost to Yorion, Zenith, and I think I misplayed there for sure. So guess that's on me. Not a bad day. I can show you my first two matches real quick. Reanimator, I lost game 1. I don't even want to play that. It's just standard Reanimator stuff. Game 2, oh yeah, this was a pretty good game too. I want to go back. Should I stop? No, don't know how to go back without closing the window, and I don't want to close the window. Oh, maybe I can go here. I'll just show you game 3 first. Doesn't really matter. How do I show this? Alright, this is my opening hand. I keep this all day, every day. Got 2 pieces of interaction. I've got the surgical. That's what you want. And what do? I don't remember. Oh, they go Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting is excellent because when they discard the creature, you know you can get it with surgical. And I've even got the Lotus Petal to play for surgical. And I'm going to make him use all of his mana. Yeah, he has to pay 2 mana for Reanimate, so now I can surgical it and actually get another one out of his hand, although they've got Entomb, but it doesn't matter. They simply give up. Reanimator is not here to play the long game. But game 2 is the more interesting game, which you already saw, but let me go over it a little slowly. So this hand has no direct graveyard hate, but I think it's still fine because we can play Saga turn 1 and Thorn turn 1. It's got enough artifacts, so that's quite lucky. This way, they probably can't get enough mana together to win before Saga goes off. And they have to pay 3 mana for Serenity, which is the other thing I care about. And again, that gives you a lot of time. So you can see here they have to just play a land, and they even have a Lotus Petal, which is like the best thing for them that they could have. But even then, now I say go, and now they got 3 mana, so they got to play Serenity right now. And I guess that would work. That would be pretty bad for me. But they don't have it, and as soon as they tap their mana for Faithless Looting, like they discard the creature, but they don't have enough mana to reanimate it, and I can make a guy, which is what I do, right? And I can make a guy, untap, make another guy, and get Soul Guide Lantern. So that's basically over. And now it's too late for them to play Serenity. So good turn for me. They're just dead on board, and they have no way to interact with my stuff. That Soul Guide doesn't stop. I guess they could play Show and Tell. Yeah, okay, they could have played Show and Tell. But they don't have it. Lucky me. And that's a concede. You can see in the game log. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. If I was gonna do the replay, I wish there was some way to open that back up. But go to game history, date and time for today. It's this one. This one's a little longer. I don't know. All right, so I keep this hand against Mathis Hardstyle, who I think was on something else last time, but this time they're on just blue-white control. And I think this is a fine hand versus blue-white control. So I'm just going to play out Fable, they force it, and I can actually Power Blast back. So I do that. They force it again, fine. They're down to 3 cards. I still got some gas here, although I'm going to need a land drop. Force again, so down to 1 card in their hand. And why didn't I play that mountain? I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. I think I could have played that mountain. I guess no point in running out extra lands. Okay. Oh yeah, I played this one. So this is the first real decision of the game. Do you play Tunsha here for no onboard value? And I think that you do, because I think they got 1 card in their hand you're dealing 2 a turn, puts some pressure on the board and makes it harder for them to play planeswalkers like Jace or Narset. And yeah, even Teferi, they bounce it. It's got an ETB, so I just want to start dealing damage. So I think that's a really good play. And they're just doing blue stuff over here. Nothing much. And I'm just chipping away at damage. Red Blast is a great draw. They have Hull Breacher. I don't care. I'm not ready to cash in this stuff. I think I'm just going to keep attacking. I want to catch them with something like Phase Undoing, or I don't know. See what else I can do. Yeah, see, I'm happy to Red Blast this Snapcaster Mage. And because they have 0 cards in the hand, I do just go for the Bolt because just preserve my life to a little bit. Okay, Goblin Engineer. It's not a land, so that's great. Just get the Braze Apprentice. That's going to be value. Yeah, they always have it off the top, but what are you going to do? And I'm just playing stuff to the board. I guess some people might hold on to that Painter Servant, but it's good for 1 damage, and they have 0 cards in their hand. I attack into the Wandering Emperor, which is rough. So this is where I could easily be losing this game. Draw Goblin Welder, which is a really good draw, especially because I'm sandbagging this Great Furnace. So next turn, and Great Furnace is a land drop, so they can't even like swords it in response. So that's good for me. I don't know why they didn't make it 2/2, but they didn't. I draw Fury. Fury just resolves. They got 2 cards in their hand and 5 mana, so obviously I thought Force was likely, but they didn't have it. They didn't have it, and here I get my Breas involved, and now I'm dominating. They got 2 cards in their hand. I don't know what they are. Apparently it's not removal, and it's not Force of Will. Yeah, actually, I really have no idea what it could be. Why did it stop? They just take all the damage, and I didn't attack with Breas. I'm just playing around stuff. If they have Supreme Verdict or something, I kind of want to draw the card with it. I guess there's an argument to putting them at 3 exactly is pretty good when your deck is Lightning Bolts, but I only have 2 more Lightning Bolts. I don't know. I wanted to play for the long game just in case. And they have 3 cards in their hand. I don't know what they are. Maybe it's 3 lands. Must be. So that's game 1. And game 2, there's not much to sideboard in. So let's just see game 2. Yeah, this is a pretty great hand. Obviously, I'm worried about some artifact hate. And with this Saga heavy hand, I've got to worry about Dress Down. I don't think blue-white would play Serenity. Could be wrong. But they swords it. Okay. That's fine. Now I can play Saga, I can play my second Welder, and just start pumping out some constructs. Yeah, this is the game where they have Teferi. Teferi's rough. So I decided to play Fable here. I guess that deserves a talk. Do you play Fable or do you just go for constructs? Because Fable very easily could have gotten forced, which would be pretty bad for this board state. But constructs are pretty fragile. They could have dressed down. Constructs don't necessarily deal with Teferi either. I guess I'm not really worried about Teferi because of my hand. Just let them tick up, but whatever. And they have Hull Breacher. Okay, so not the brightest play. They exile this on my part. I do discard, I think, the Mox Opal, or okay, and just give them a treasure, of course. I'm not used to red decks that can draw cards, so I just simply ignore Hull Breacher's text, and sometimes turns out it comes up. So I Lightning Bolt the Hull Breacher, and then like Narset. So not great, but I've got a board presence, which is pretty good. I attack Narset, and they have a sword, so I play Painter. I like that trick. Play Painter so you can ditch a land for Fury, kill the Narset, and now I've got the combo. I'm threatening the combo. They've only got 2 cards in their hand, so they've got to deal with it. And they have to deal with it now, because if I untap, then I can do that. So they can't even trick me, so I don't have to waste my mana. That's good. Brainstorm gets a lot of looks, and they do have the sword, but now I'm on sagas, so that's great. And I can immediately kill the Teferi before they can draw another card with it. And they choose to block with Hullbreacher, but that's kind of like drawing a card anyways, so whatever. Still get another construct. Get to search up Soul Guide Lantern just to draw a card probably. Pyroblast, pretty great top deck because I'm mostly worried about the blue cards. I decided to wait to the end step to do this. They just make a big white dragon, not blue, but now I get to make constructs and just attack. And they go to 2. It's pretty good when you got 2 2s. I don't play the other 2 2 here because I'm mostly just playing around Supreme Verdict. So I think it's fine to leave back 1 2 2. I think that's actually really good. But they cast a bunch of blue spells, and I think they concede. Yeah, definitely Power Blast this. Yeah, so now they can do that, but they've only got 1 mana left. Yeah, I guess if they hit swords, then we'd keep playing. But even swords, then I can play the Spirit Guide and copy it, so I'd still win. Gets a little salty in the chat, and that's the match. I guess that's what happens when your opponent plays into onboard Hullbreacher. All right, 4-1, pretty happy with that. Close to 5-0, pretty happy with the deck. I like the Thorns. I like the sideboard. I don't think I'm going to change anything about the sideboard. Trinisphere is okay. It was pretty good this league. I like it. It's fun to have something you can Goblin Engineer for. Turn 1 Balder, turn 2 Engineer, that's super impactful. The problem with these cards is that if you're not getting the combo, for whatever reason, there's very little else to get in the deck. It's Breya's Apprentice. And sometimes Breya's Apprentice and Twin Shot against like creature decks, but sometimes Breya's Apprentice is like not amazing, like against combo. And they're going to combo faster than you, so you don't have the other half of the combo. So getting a Painter is bad, getting Apprentice is bad, getting Twin Shot is bad, but Trinisphere, in that particular case, against like TES or Reanimator or something, Trinisphere can be the only thing that keeps you in the game. So I like to have one kicking around. Everything else is perfect. I kind of wish I had another Red Blast or another Bolt or another Twin Shot. I was playing 2 Twin Shot for a long time. I really like 2 Twin Shot because it's a lot of elf decks, a lot of merfolk or goblins, just a lot of creature decks. Not a lot of D&T, but a lot of Red Stompy. It's good at killing Rabble Masters. I think 2 Twin Shot is probably where you want to be. Honestly, maybe you cut the Breya's Apprentice. Think about that. Well, if you watched all the way to the end, thank you. Any feedback about the video, any good jobs, or about the magic, any misplays that I didn't see? It's always fun to hear about it, hear people talking about your video. So on the Discord or YouTube comments, I guess, let me know. Thanks for watching.